Have you ever wondered how some people seem to live longer, healthier lives than others? Why is it that some people make it to their 90s or even their 100s, while others struggle with chronic diseases in their 50s? In this video, we're diving into the fascinating science of longevity, uncovering simple, actionable steps you can take to live a longer, healthier life than the majority of humanity. But first, let's set the stage. We live in a world where the average life expectancy globally is around 72 years. However, the question is, can you exceed that? Can you live well beyond the average lifespan, and how can you make it happen? Stick around, because today, we'll break down the habits, mindsets, and practices that will not only increase your lifespan but also improve the quality of your years. This isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. So, let's get started. Part 1 of the discussion will include understanding longevity. To begin, let's understand the concept of longevity. Simply put, longevity is the length of a person's life, but it's more than just about adding years. It's also about preserving your health, energy, and mental sharpness as you age. Right now, the global average life expectancy is about 72 years. However, this varies significantly depending on factors like genetics, environment, lifestyle choices, and access to healthcare. While some people seem to defy the odds, living to 100 or even 110 years old, most of us are likely to live average lifespans, impacted by modern-day stressors, poor lifestyle habits, and chronic diseases. But don't worry, there's good news. Research has shown that lifestyle accounts for up to 70 to 80% of the factors that determine how long we live. This means that, regardless of your genetic predisposition, you have more control over your lifespan than you think. Part 2 of the discussion will include key factors that influence longevity. Now, let's look at the core factors that influence longevity. While genetics play a role, these factors are within your control, and making small improvements can have a profound impact on how long, and how well, you live. First factor, diet and nutrition. What you eat plays a significant role in how long you live. In fact, the world's longest living people, those in regions known as blue zones, follow specific dietary patterns. Blue zones are areas like Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, and the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, where people live well into their 90s and 100s. A typical blue zone diet consists of plant-based foods like vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and fruits. They also consume small amounts of meat or fish, often only a couple of times a week. The key here is balance, eating foods that nourish the body without overwhelming it with excess calories or processed ingredients. Second factor, physical activity. Regular exercise is one of the most important predictors of longevity. It doesn't mean you have to become a marathon runner or lift heavy weights every day. Studies show that simple activities like walking, swimming, or cycling can increase your life expectancy by up to 5 years. Consistent, moderate exercise helps maintain a healthy weight, lowers the risk of cardiovascular disease, boosts mood, and improves brain health. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity each week. Third factor, mental health and stress management. Chronic stress is a killer, literally. Long-term stress can increase the risk of heart disease, depression, and inflammation, all of which can shorten your lifespan. Fortunately, reducing stress is one of the easiest ways to increase your longevity. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, deep breathing exercises, and even just spending time in nature can significantly reduce stress levels. The longer you keep your stress levels in check, the better your chances of living a long, healthy life. Fourth factor, sleep. Sleep is often the most overlooked aspect of health. Yet, it's one of the most crucial factors in determining how long you live. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to a variety of health issues, including cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. On the other hand, consistent, quality sleep has been linked to improved immune function, enhanced brain function, and a lower risk of chronic illnesses. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night and prioritize good sleep hygiene by limiting screen time before bed, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. Part 3 of the discussion will include the importance of social connections. Another key factor in longevity is social connection. It turns out that having strong social ties and a sense of community can significantly impact your life expectancy. Studies show that people with close friendships and family bonds are more likely to live longer, healthier lives. Why? Because social connections provide emotional support, reduce stress, and increase feelings of purpose and belonging. In blue zones, people often live in tight-knit communities where family and social bonds are deeply ingrained in their culture. These people also tend to have a strong sense of purpose, whether it's through raising children, contributing to their communities, or pursuing passions. This sense of purpose has been shown to lower stress and improve overall mental health, leading to a longer life. So, don't just focus on yourself. Nurture your relationships, engage in meaningful activities, and surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Part 4 of the discussion will include purpose and lifelong learning. Purpose is another underrated factor in longevity. People with a clear sense of purpose tend to live longer, healthier lives. Having something to live for, whether it's a career, a hobby, or a family, gives people a reason to get out of bed in the morning. In blue zones, individuals often have a strong sense of purpose that keeps them motivated and engaged throughout their lives. Studies also show that lifelong learning is crucial for maintaining cognitive health as we age. Engaging in activities that challenge your brain, like reading, learning new skills, or solving puzzles, can keep your mind sharp and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. So, find your passion, whether it's painting, gardening, volunteering, or learning a new language, and keep pursuing it throughout your life. Part 5 of the discussion will include avoiding harmful habits. While it's important to focus on the things that will add years to your life, it's equally important to avoid habits that can shorten it. Smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and a sedentary lifestyle are all linked to increased risk of chronic diseases and a shorter lifespan. Harmful habit 1. Smoking. Smoking is one of the leading causes of premature death. It's been linked to lung cancer, heart disease, stroke, and a host of other health issues. If you smoke, quitting is one of the best things you can do for your health and longevity. Harmful habit 2. Excessive alcohol. Drinking too much alcohol can lead to liver disease, cardiovascular problems, and other serious health issues. Moderate alcohol consumption, particularly red wine, has been shown to have some health benefits, but excessive drinking accelerates aging and increases the risk of many diseases. Harmful habit 3. Poor diet. A diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can lead to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and a shortened life expectancy. Focus on eating whole, nutrient-dense foods and limit your intake of sugary snacks, sodas, and processed meals. Part 6 of the discussion will include genetic factors. Can you really live longer than your genes predict? Now, you may be thinking, but what about my genes? Aren't some people just genetically predisposed to live longer? It's true that genetics play a role in your lifespan, but research has shown that your lifestyle choices can overpower your genetic tendencies. In fact, studies suggest that lifestyle choices account for about 70 to 80% of how long you live, while genetics account for only 20 to 30%. This means that, even if your family history includes early deaths or chronic diseases, you still have the power to influence your own health and longevity through smart choices. In conclusion, so, can you live longer than the majority of humanity? Absolutely. While we can't control everything, like the hand we're dealt with genetically or the environmental factors beyond our control, there is so much we can do to influence how long we live and how healthy we remain throughout our lives. By following the simple steps we've discussed today, maintaining a balanced diet, staying physically active, managing stress, getting quality sleep, nurturing relationships, finding purpose, avoiding harmful habits, and learning lifelong skills, you can greatly increase your chances of living a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Remember, it's not just about living longer, it's about living well. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Here's to a long, vibrant life ahead.